Qing arrived in Shuazhu, and saw that Shuazhu was peaceful and the people lived and worked in peace and contentment. This was all because of Gongsun's honest and caring for the people. Gongsun was a famous general in the Sui dynasty. Qing felt a little worried in his heart, and I don't know how to persuade Gongsun. Heng helped her raise soldiers and be the king. At this moment, Adu also came to Shuazhu and found the long song. The master and apprentice opened a new chapter in Shuazhu. Ashil Falcon returned to the grassland. The territory of Zhejiang Division, Kazu, came to see Ashil Falcon. He brought the Khan order. This time, Zhuang Jun was solely responsible for the affairs of Shuazhu. He assisted in the leadership of Ashil Falcon. Eagle Master, although Ashil Falcon knew that Tuka had always been bad, he had no sense of fear. In Shuazhu city, Gongsun Heng's wife and daughter met a culprit outside the city. Fortunately, Chang Ji and Aide managed to rescue them, and the two returned safely. However, Chang Ji and Aide also entered the Gongsun mansion and met Gongsun Heng. Chang Ji concealed his true identity and asked Gongsun Heng for a reward. In the morning, I heard that Gongsun Heng was the master of Ji Shiming, and Qing wanted to follow Gongsun Heng. He only claimed that he was the descendant of General Sui. Gongsun Heng was very vigilant. He doubted whether Qing saved his wife and daughter by coincidence. Unwilling to accept the long song and aid, but Mrs. Gongsun pleaded for the two, Gongsun Heng had to leave the two first, ready to test the two again. The next day, Chang Ji and Ita were strolling around in the mansion, but everyone in the mansion was on guard against the two, and they had to go out to have a look, learn about the local customs and find new discoveries. It happened that Qing met Gongsun Heng, who was distressed by the people of Shuazhu. She offered her ideas for Gongsun Heng. Gongsun Heng has always cherished talents. When he heard Qing still has some insights on government affairs, she couldn't help but rejoice in her heart. The trust between Song and Atu is also a little bit more. Ashley's department, Eagle Master and Zhuang Master have always had different opinions. Ashley Falcon was unwilling to have more disputes with Zhuang Master, only following Zhuang Master's reckless actions. He was ready to sneak into Shuazhu to find out. On the other side of Qing'an City, when Wei Zheng went to Yazhu, he released several of Li Jianqing's old men on the way. Several of them were leaders who could fight. Durui was quite angry with Wei Zheng's actions, but Li Shimin was not too surprised. Wei Zheng, on the contrary, solved Wei Zheng's worries. After discussing the political affairs, Li Shimin asked Feng Zhuanling about Li Yan's news. Li Yan has not been traced so far. Li Shimin is heartbroken. He has lost a long song and cannot lose Li Yan again. Su Su drunk Hai Lao, she came to Li Yan to wake up Li Yan, let Li Yan help her escape. After she escaped, she would definitely save Li Yan and go with her. Li Yan was kind-hearted. She simply believed in Su Su and asked Su Su to escape from the cave on her shoulder, but Su Su ignored Li Yan and ran away, leaving Li Yan alone in the corner crying. Gongsun Heng didn't doubt about employing people. He didn't doubt Chang Ji and Atu, but Qin Lao, the housekeeper of Gongsun Mansion, secretly tempted Chang Ji. He deliberately informed Chang Ji about the news from Qing'an City. Chang Ji was indeed in the middle of the night. Visited the study room and fought with Mr. Qin. Qin asked about the identity of the long song, but the long song did not disclose it. Old Qin guessed that the long song came from Qing'an. Qing'an has always been jealous of Gongsun Heng's military power. He mistakenly thought that the long song was sent by Qing'an and wanted to take back Gongsun Heng military power. Chang Ji explained that she just wanted to find a place to live in Shuazhu. Old Qin didn't care about Chang Ji's past and thoughts. He only warned Chang Ji. If Chang Ji does not move Gongsun Mansion, he will not move along Song. The next day, Li Yan woke up in the wood house. She couldn't see Ai Lao. She knew that Ai Lao had discovered Su Su's escape. Elder Hai caught Su Su back early in the morning, and when Li Yan opened the door, he saw Su Su's figure hanging upside down on the door, and she couldn't help but tremble. and was frightened and wept again. On the other hand, Gong Sun Hang left Chang and Atu, let Chang stay in Gong Sun's mansion as a master, and Atu was Chang's assistant. Chang thanked Gong Sun Hang for taking in